Welcome back in Contagious IELTS with Muskan Kaur. Sorry, keep you wait so long. I'm so sorry about that, just because of festive seasons. So let's come back to the point. I know many people want my more videos and they have requested about the general readings, listening, even academic students also, and I will come, don't worry, but step by step. I really want to request you that please do comment, share your queries. I already told you about this thing. As much as you share your queries, your comments, I will upload the all these videos step by step as soon as possible. Okay, so let's come back to the point. Before reading and listening or writing, of course, there's one thing that I really want to share with, that is grammar portion. Grammar is very much necessary because it links with reading, listening, as well as writing and speaking, of course. So my aim is to teach you how to write and how to read the things and how to collect the full information from the reading to just ascertain any kind of answers. Even listening also, this helps you a lot. Grammar portion you should know, so please don't run after the vocabs. I told you many times beforehand too, so I really want you to crack good bands rather than just bands. So come back to the point. First, let's start with grammar portion. What's grammar? I know many people, many students have problem with tenses, and these are tenses like forms of verbs, first form of verb, second and third form of verb. My aim is to teach you in an easy way how to and when to apply these forms of verb, so that those confusion can be cutted down from your mind. Yes, so that you can easily write and start making good sentences, and your sentence formation cannot be get wrong. V1, that means first form of verbs, where to apply and when to apply. So when you have to use simple present tense, just like subject V1, verb, first form of verb, with s or without s, well, it depends on subject. If it's he, she, it, then you have to apply s with verb, otherwise no need, and then object. So you have to apply like she takes classes or they take classes. And you also can apply V1, that means first form of verb, when you have to use simple future tense like subject will with V1 object, she will take classes. Okay, so next one is when you have to apply the negative tense, negative sentences, when you have to make it, and in if you use past tense, did or did not, then you can apply this V1 in negative and without negative, of course in positive sentence too. And do not or do, this is because you can apply this in a positive sentence and in a negative sentence, or will not. Simple. Then you have to apply V1 only, like she did not take class yesterday, she, or you can say she does not take class, they do not take class, she will not take class. You understand, I hope. Then modal, how to use when you use simple modal like subject, modal, and V1, you have to apply after the modal, like you should take class, she should take class, we should take class, they should take class, or they could take class, or may, might, would, need, and many more other modals too. And please don't use be or have in simple modal. When you have to apply, just give simple modal sentences. Just try to use, when you have to give suggestions or recommendations, apply only simple modal rather than be or have, because this usage is entirely different from simple. When to use it, I will let you know in later classes. Anyhow, come back to V1 ing. Now when to use V1 plus ing, so you have to take care of how to apply and when to apply. Again, come back to the point, continuous sentence. When you have to make the continuous tenses, you have to use all these with V1 ing, whether you use present continuous, past continuous, of future continuous. If you are going to apply present continuous sentence, then of course you have to apply is, MR, and for the past was, were, and for the future will be. And then you have to apply V1 ing and object. Like she is taking classes, they are taking classes, I am taking classes. So next, come back to the point. Except these all things like continuous tense, you have to apply this V1 ing when preposition will be there. Now listen to me. When the preposition is to, to, then you have to apply V1. For example, if there is a preposition to and you have to give verb after the to, not noun but verb, then you have to use V1. We cannot apply V1 after to sentence. Exception cases are there in grammar when we have to apply the gerund. That is a different part. So just come back to the point. For now, you have to just remember, with the to, you cannot apply V1 ing, and rest of the prepositions, with the rest of preposition except to, you have to apply V1 ing. After taking class, I will go to the market. Before coming to that class, I will go to the market. Okay? So basically it's this, while watching TV, we learn a lot of things. So basically you have to understand, when you use preposition and after preposition there is any kind of verb, you have to apply yes, V1 ing, except to, where you have to apply V1 only. Okay, then move to next. Yes, one more point. With the start word or past tense, if you apply started, or present tense start, then you have to apply V1 ing if there is a verb after start. Like it starts raining. It started raining. You got my point? Yes. Then come to the modal. Modal, when you use be, you have to apply V1 ing. Basically this modal act like a future tense will be. So when you apply will be, you can apply this one. It should be. In modal, simple modal is this, that is present tense. This is future tense of modal. Okay, you got my point. That's why we apply be with that. Children should be learning properly or effectively. Teachers should be teaching effectively. You got my point. Then come back to the V2. When we apply V2 we apply only in case of simple past tense. Only in case of simple past tense. It's okay now. All the game is just around the V1 and V3. V2 is just in case of simple past tense, where you have to apply subject, V2 and object. That's why in speaking, when cue card has been asked to you, you have to apply only V2. Okay, and there's one more thing. I didn't mention this used to word over there. Now listen to me very carefully. Past tense is also described the V2 also, but this is used to means V2, used. Already V2 task is there, and after that there is to, but we have to apply V1 after the preposition to. I already mentioned you this thing. So used to, when we apply, this is basically V2 word. Either you can apply directly simple past tense, or you can say subject used to with V1 and object. Basically used to is also represents past tense only. When we apply used to, when the situation arises like that, suppose for example, I used to be independent when I was a kid, right? I used to be dependent when I was a kid. I was totally dependent upon my mother actions. Like she used to make me ready. She used to make me bath. She used to make a food for me. But now the situation has entirely get changed. Now I'm independent woman, so my mother doesn't need to, do all these stuffs for me. I can do it by myself. So I can say now I can do it by myself. I can take bath, I can, you know, make a food for me, or make my teeth clean by myself. So used to, when any actions that with the pass of time you have left and then you move to another stage, you cannot do it again. Okay, because you have left the childhood period and now you are grown up, so you cannot, dependent upon your mother for all these stuffs. You got my point? Only then we use used to. Like, people used to live very simple life, but now the trend has changed because of, or introduction, with the introduction of computers or internet or technology. You got my point? Used to. So you have to apply live, not lived, because after to you have to apply first form of verb. So now I hope you understand the case of used to also. Okay, now come back to V3, the last one. We have to apply V3, perfect sentence, all perfect sentence, present, past and future. But also you can apply when you have to apply get or got. After that you have to apply V3. Like, if there is a verb, then you have to apply V3 after get. For example, people get attracted towards the materialistic life. So get attracted. So you have to apply V3 just after get. Basically, get or got, whatever, that is just similar to the have. We can apply either get or have, but there are some situations where we cannot apply get instead of have, but that is in another video. Only come back to the next point, that is passive voice. As you know that with passive voice you have to apply V3 in every cases. So you have to apply V3 in that. And next, move to the modal with have. When you apply modal with have, should have, could have, that is shows, then you have to apply the V3 for it. The next step is V3. And one thing more, this depicts the past tense in modal. Yes, later on I will discuss in detail. If you want, or any query you still have in your mind, please let me know so that I come up with the videos in detailing and as soon as possible. Okay, I hope you like my video. Don't forget to comment and to like and to subscribe it. Bye.